While since I've been here, I had the opportunity to view the video, Why is Louisiana So Poor? I just can't tell you how tough it was to watch that. How Louisiana can be number one in everything that's bad and 50 in, I'm sorry, I probably had that backwards. But Louisiana is at the bottom in all of the things where we should be at the top. Today, I had the opportunity, I took the liberty actually to go through, do a Google search on Marathon, compare Marathon to St. John Parish, the school board, and all its surroundings. Actually, they're about the same age. Maybe somewhere between, 133 to 139 years old. That's the school system here in St. John Parish. And the entirety of Marathon. In looking at the revenue, 96.5 billion in revenue for Marathon. Somewhere, now these figures may not be exact, but they're approximate. For St. John Parish, 82 million. Sites for Marathon, from my Google, like 16 refineries. For St. John Baptist Parish, we had like 12 education sites. The business that they're in, their business is oil, petroleum, refining, and whatever else. But we're in the business of education, preparing our students for their lives, working hard, doing what we have to do in order to make those students productive citizens. There, from what I saw, they had like maybe about 2,500 employees. I'm not really certain about that number. But we have like 5,000 plus students in our school system. Ranking, they're like 41st in the Fortune 500 in 2018. As for our ranking, I will refer you to the accountability report that was presented tonight. I taught for 40 years in this school system. I can look at most of these people up here, I know from the school system. When I first started working, way back in 1973, things were different, but we made it. Throughout the years, we had success in this school system. Success. In 2003, we had a 1/4-cent sales tax because we were lacking uncertified teachers. We fixed that problem. We passed the millage in order to get that 1/4-cent sales tax. A lot of money came from Marathon. When we negotiated the contract, all during the contract, I remember Mr. Boughton, what he said is Marathon, when we get this money from Marathon, when we get this money from Marathon. Had no idea that the majority of their assets were not on the tax rolls. Had no idea. Had we known that, then possibly we could have had a different strategy. And possibly we'd be a lot better off than we are right now. I can guarantee you we've never had accountability reports like we have tonight. Never. It's depressing. It is depressing to see the state of education in St. John the Baptist Parish. But we have Marathon with 83 permits right now, 10 years each. 127 exemptions over the years. $885 million in lost taxes due to exemptions. What could we have done with $885 million in this parish? Right now, they're at $3.1 billion in assets off the tax rolls. What does $8 million in the exemption that they're asking for right now? What can you do with that? What can you do with that? I'll tell you, you can take that accountability report and put your heads together and come up with ways to educate our students, to educate these kids. The success we had with our students way back when, we need to recapture it. We need it. You need it. You need wins. You need wins in your corner. And we need people that, see, like right now, I sat back there and I'm just listening to what's going on here. And some people don't even talk. You know, why? This is so important. And it's not just important to me, it's important to all of these people that are sitting out here. It's important to the people who aren't here. It's important to the people the parents who engage with their students. It's important to the parents that don't engage with their students, with their children. You know, right, the school's not supposed to raise the kids, but you're supposed to do the job that the taxpayers, the money that we pay, you're supposed to use that money and make sure that these kids, because these kids are educated. That's the product we want. That's what we want so we can be proud. So these kids can be proud. So these kids can have lives and have opportunities. And if they decide to go to work at Marathon or whatever, if they decide that that's the career they want, then this company should be open to hiring students from this area. And you won't see that mass exit on the airline every day of people leaving the parish.
Please, right there, please.
And in Houston.